All right, we're back again with another video, and this one is to piggyback on the last one I made because I really wanted to put these two videos together. But then, as I was thinking about it, I said, you know what, I need a separate video for this video. So because I've got a couple little points to cover. So you can see in the title, the title of the video is "The Dangers of Barebacking." Now, let's go through barebacking. For those of you that don't know what barebacking is having sex without condoms, and that's what I'm more closely talking about is the intercourse, but of course any type of sexual contact without condoms with someone that you're not in a committed relationship with is very is dangerous. But let's move on. What is barebacking? Okay, like I just said, barebacking is sexual contact without condoms, but more particularly, it's sexual intercourse without condoms, or copulation, some type of copulation without condoms, where you are entering an orifice. And so therefore, if you're doing that without condoms, this is Russian roulette. You playing with your life in your hands, men and women, because you never know what's going on behind the scenes with random people that you meet. And I know having sex with lots of different women, especially for us as men, it sounds like a good idea in theory. You know what I mean? But that's like eating a mountain of ice cream. That's in theory, that sounds like a good idea. But you can't handle eating a mountain of ice cream, and you can't handle having sex with a bunch of different random people, because what's going to end up happening is, I'm gonna go through the video and I'm gonna share that with you, in my opinion, my feelings and why this is a dangerous thing. So, like, we have established a definition of barebacking, which is being sexual without using condoms with random people. That is called barebacking. You should never do that. I don't care what your reasoning is. If you meet a person in a club, a bar, and I don't care, most of the time with us as men, we think like, okay, as the fineness of the woman goes up, the necessity for us to use a condom can go down. That is totally the level of, and that's all relative. But if you think somebody looks fine, that should be irrelevant to your life. And I'm gonna show you why this is a dangerous practice. But we as black men been practicing this, and I'm gonna tell you why we typically do this. In slavery, we never had to. Barebacking was what we were supposed to do. We was told to bareback these women. We was told to get them babies, and we was told that we wasn't gonna have to take care of them. And everybody accepted that. But it's a new day, black man. You got to take care of these children that you got out here. Your inner roots know that. Your inner essence, you knew that was wrong. You should not be having children that you're not taking care of. But because of the slavery situation, you was forced into a situation where you had like a Sophie's choice. You didn't have watch either you do this or you watch other people get tortured. So it was the only sensible way to go at the time, and I understand that. But now we're in a different level. We're in a different people. We're in a different time and space. So a lot of people have died and caught harm for us to be in the space we're in now. And so we're in a space now where that is not the case. You don't have to do that anymore. Barebacking is not something you are forced to do. Now you doing it, black man, on your own, because you got something to prove that you can bareback all these women and bear all these children. But see, now the government is saying no, all these children, unless you're gonna give them to them. You can't bareback all these children unless we gonna for sure make sure they are gonna come back into this prison system so we can make money. Because that's the goal, really. That's the goal. But that's a whole nother video. Right now, let's just talk about the dangers of barebacking. So barebacking is sexual contact without condoms. Alright. Why is barebacking so dangerous? People say, oh man, I bareback these people, I bareback women before, and I done did this and did that, so I never, nothing never happened to me, so I'm good. You know what, my man? Let's go through the list and let's see, because anything can happen to anybody. So let's just take a look at some of the reasons. This ain't every reason why, but this is some of the major reasons why barebacking is so dangerous. Number one, HIV and AIDS and venereal diseases. Venereal diseases and AIDS and HIV. I mean, that reason right there alone should deter you from barebacking anybody that you're not in a committed relationship with. Why would you do it? It's not even worth it, man. You're gonna hit a whole bunch of people. You know what I mean? Dudes are sitting in a hospital bed right now because they out there hitting women, and they just thinking, hey, I'm invincible and nothing ain't gonna happen to me. You realize that's how AIDS and HIV is running rampant in the black community. It's running rampant, and it's really running rampant in the lower income parts of the black community. It's really running rampant. Are you willing to risk your life, your family's wife, your girl's wife, your girl's life, your woman's life, your wife's life, whatever you got going on? You willing to risk all these people's lives just to bareback some broad you met at a club? Excuse me, I don't want to say broad, but some random female sister you met at a club. It's crazy. That's ridiculous, man. You should get your mind right, brother. You should get your mind right, man. Just HIV and AIDS alone, not let alone gonorrhea, syphilis, and all these other little diseases that they got out there, man. I remember back when I was coming up, the big thing was gonorrhea and syphilis. That was like but you was gonna take a shot or a pill or whatever they give you, and then you was gonna be done with it. Nowadays, man, they got this HIV and AIDS, man. Oh, hepatitis. You not walking away from that. You ain't walking away from that stuff. And the more random people you hit, the more likely your chances of exposing yourself to that kind of stuff go up. You got some women out there, brother. There's women out there, brother, that's infected with these diseases, man, and they just say, fuck you. I got a death sentence. I'm gonna get this death sentence to anybody who comes near me. And matter of fact, some of them so cold, they luring people into it. And you ain't got to lure us too much. We just fall right into it. But it's reality of the situation, man. You cannot be out there barebacking people because you're gonna expose yourself to this. Unwanted pregnancies. I mean, you're gonna have an unwanted pregnancy. I mean, what all comes from unwanted pregnancies? I'm gonna get into that a little later. But unwanted pregnancy, man, that derail your whole life right there. One unplanned pregnancy, pregnancy, unplanned unwanted pregnancy, derail your whole routine right there. Now you got to run around like a chicken with your head cut off, trying to create a situation, try to talk her into getting an abortion, or and you trying to talk somebody into abortion. You trying to figure out how come this girl is so slow to get this abortion. Man, you might be the third dude on the list that talked this girl into abortion. She's like, forget that. I'm not doing it this time. You the lucky one. You the one with the unlucky number that came up. That's why it ain't worth it, man. It just ain't worth it, man. If you're gonna have sex, don't have unprotected sex with random people. That should be smart. That should just be that's like, why would you go in a boxing ring with no gloves on? That's stupid. If you're gonna go in the ring, you should have all the protection on that you need. You don't have a cup, have everything that you need to protect yourself. Don't go in there with nothing. You're gonna just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna go in here and fight and then I'm gonna get out. That's stupid. No, man. You got protection for you. It ain't like this ain't, Zimbabwe, where they won't give no condoms to nobody. This is the real world, man, where you can get condoms to help you. You don't have to spread this disease. We don't have to spread this among our people. Anyway, unwanted pregnancies. I'm gonna get into all this later. Unwanted attachments. Now, you bareback somebody, man. Let's say you bareback this girl, and you bareback the girl real good. I mean, the girl is just, man. I mean, you and her meet, and y'all are a perfect match sexually. Okay, now what happens? Well, what happens? how you gonna, to you it was just, hey, we just met and we just gonna do this. To her, she's like, he's the one. He is the one, and that's it. I'm not gonna take no for an answer. Anyway, I'm gonna get into all this. The dangers of barebacking, HIV, AIDS, and real diseases. We all know that, there are some places where people are living in a situation where their concern for the public health is not number one. Their concern for their health is not number one, meaning that you living in some type of prison situation. In that situation, there's somebody doing life. What do they care whether they get HIV or something? You know what I mean? What do they care if they pass it to someone else? But we are here in a general population. So in the general population, we trying to help our community heal. And so how are we gonna help our community heal when we passing these death sentence diseases to each other, or these diseases that stay with you for the rest of your life? We not. What are we doing for each other? But we can't. Well, so the women blame the men blame the women. It's an individual. This is an individual basis, man. This is as individual as warming up a piece of pizza. For those of you that use a microwave to warm up pizza, some people put it on a minute. Some people put it on 2 minutes. Some people. It's individual as that. This is up to the individual. You got to protect yourself at all times. When I used to work out every day, 3 or 4 times a week, in the dojo, they said, protect yourself at all. They used to attack us on the way to the bathroom, coming from the bathroom, walking in, walking out. We used to get attacked on the street. We got attacked everywhere. And their whole goal, the mentality was, protect yourself at all times. You got to protect yourself at all times, because you never know which way anything is going to come at you. You got to just, as best you can, protect yourself. And if you got options to protect yourself, use the options to protect yourself. No girl's fineness is worth your rolling the hay, and then finding out 6 weeks later you HIV positive. I mean, that's got to be the worst feeling in the world, to go into the doctor and the doctor call you and say, hey, I need you to come down here. I got your test results back. I need you to come into my office. I mean, it's got to be the worst feeling in the world. Don't be that dude. Anyway, of course, HIV, it's an immune disorder. That is an immune disorder. It propagates a long-lasting immune disorder. And of course, when you get the phone call, man. See, I'm blessed. You know what I mean? I tried to live pretty good. I made a lot of mistakes too. I'm not no angel, but I made a lot of mistakes. But one thing I didn't do is run around hitting a lot of random women. So I'm here now as an older man. You know what I mean? Whereas before, I know a lot of people that ain't here, or they in the sick, or they in deathbed, or whatever, because their goal was to hit as many women as they can. I'm gonna hit all these women. That's what I gotta do. When that's not, see, you're putting yourself in this situation if you're doing that, man, because it's so many. And you know who's the fastest growing group? This is according to what I've heard and read. The fastest growing group of HIV carriers is black women. That's the fastest growing group. Now check this out, brother. Check this out. If you're running around hitting random black women all the time, guess what? Unprotected. Guess what? You are I mean, you taking a bath with glass on the bottom of the tub, man. I mean, eventually you're gonna get cut. Eventually, sooner or later, you're gonna get cut. Why would you even take that? Anyway, you don't want to get that phone call from the doctor, hey, or you don't want to, get up from the toilet and see blood in the toilet or some other kind of sign, a signal that something is very wrong. Go to the doctor, run some tests, and they say to you, this is what you don't want to hear from your doctor. I have your test results here. I need you to come into the office. Well, can't you tell me over the phone? No, I need you to come into the office. That's what you don't want to hear. But you keep messing around out there trying to hit all these barebacking all these random women. That's what's going to end up happening to you, brother. All right. Of course, the HIV is just the precursor for full-blown AIDS. When your immune system is so low, it cannot fight off average common illnesses, common colds, and other different things, and they develop into serious diseases. And when you normally would have an immunity to the common cold, it lasts you for a couple of days, and you get rid of it. When you got full-blown AIDS, your immune system is not at that level anymore, so you can't just fight the common cold like a regular person. You don't want to get that phone call. That's another phone call you don't want to get. Yeah, you're HIV positive, and we ran some more tests on you. We need you to come. I need you to come into the office and talk to you about it. Your doctor tell you, I need you to come into the office and talk about it. You go, why can't you tell me? I'm already HIV positive. Why can't you tell me over the phone? Nah, I need you to come into the office. See, you don't want these phone calls, man. So you got to really think about what you're doing out here, especially you young guys. You got young brothers. Y'all got to think. You can't. I know a lot of these women are attractive, man. A lot of them are attractive, but you got to say to yourself, I gotta see what's going on with this person's lifestyle first. If they got a lifestyle that put them at risk for this, and it's really all life. I mean, ain't nobody really. It could be anybody, but if you gonna think about it like this, the chances you want to at least weed out the people who got a high chance. They got a lifestyle that they may be having sex with random men. If you messing with women that have, I don't care, even if you protect it, if you messing around with women that you can readily see their lifestyle is they have sex with, prostitutes and stuff. They have sex with lots of different men. Why would you don't know what the last man that was with her had and put up in her. And now you running behind that. You don't know who you running behind. Or 4 men before that, or what? You don't know who you're running behind when you mess with random women like that, man. That's why you gotta check out a woman's lifestyle. You can't just be like, oh man, you gotta check out a woman. I ain't telling you to stalk no woman or spy no woman, but you gotta talk to her enough and feel her spirit and see if she got the kind of spirit that is open to being with lots of random dudes all the time. If she got that kind of spirit, then you got to say to yourself, is this woman, is me being with her worth death? Is sex with her worth death? Because that's basically what you flipping a coin, hoping you ain't gonna be the one to come up with this HIV or full-blown AIDS. And that is crazy, man. When you don't even have to do that, man. You could go meet somebody and check out their lifestyle and see if their lifestyle is like that. If they don't have a lifestyle, there's always gonna be people that have had sex before you. But if they have a lifestyle that's just out there where they just randomly hitting dudes and hitting them, and the type of dudes they hitting these, bisexual dudes, man. Them dudes gotta hide because they're the bridge. The bisexual cats are the bridge. They bring diseases. They pass diseases from, straight to gay and gay to straight. They're the bridge. So if they hitting bisexual cats, man, I mean, you know this kind of stuff already. That's why you gotta invest. You gotta do an investigation on these women, man. But not a physical investigation in that way. You got to do a spiritual and mental investigation of the woman so that you can pick up on her vibrations and all understanding of where her mind is at. If her mind is in the wrong place, you don't want to put any time and effort into a woman where her mind is in the wrong place, because then you're going to be dealing with a lot of issues like these issues: venereal diseases, syphilis, gonorrhea, all of these different hepatitis, all these different diseases, man, where you can get, you're gonna get caught up, and then I mean, I just want us to not be caught up, especially those of us that's trying to help the black community. Those of us that's not trying to help the black community, I don't want you caught up either, brother, but especially the brothers that say, we're gonna take a stand, we're gonna try to do something to help our community out. Not no one of us is going to be able to do everything, but one person do this, one person do that. I'm doing this, you do something else, you do something else, and then we all get enough people like-minded together, we can start to do some real physical work. But you can't get a people to do anything unless you change their mentality, But anyway, with these venereal diseases out here, barebacking women can cause this. HIV, AIDS, you opening yourself to all of this. Why do that? Why open yourself to the diseases that can cripple you for your life, man? You can lose your vision with syphilis, gonorrhea. You can shut your liver down. You can have all kind of issues going on with this stuff, and a lot of this stuff, the strains of it are so strong these days, man. This stuff is like a computer virus. You won't even know you got it until it's tore your liver apart. You got blood in your stool. Then you're like, what the fuck? Where does blood come from? I'm fine. No, remember you hit Rashonda 6 months ago? Yeah, Rashonda had HIV, but didn't tell you, or with hepatitis, or syphilis, or gonorrhea. Didn't tell you that. Now, here's the worst thing you would ever have to do. This has to be one of the worst things ever you have to do. You have to sit someone down and say, baby, I need to talk to you. I just came back from the doctor and I just found out that I am HIV positive. I know we've been in a relationship for 2 years. I just found out I'm HIV positive, and I've been HIV positive for 3 months and didn't know it. Now you got to explain to this person that you, first of all, that you got HIV, then that you got it while you was with them, then you got to explain to them that they need to go get tested too. You don't even need those 3 conversations, brother. If you just strap up, first of all, don't mess with random women anyway. Like I said, let the women come to you. That's about what you about. If they about that lifestyle, I'm about that life, man. Let them be about that life. Let them go be with somebody and let them find somebody that's like-minded. You can stay away from them people, man. Cause trust me, they're gonna be calling you from the hospital. Huh? Can you come see me? Yeah. They say I got 6 months. When you just saw this girl 2 years ago and she was a picture of health. See, you don't know, man. See, that's what I'm saying. You don't know. So you got to get to know people, man. All that running and hitting and barebacking, this ain't slavery. Barebacking random people is for slavery. This is not slavery. You don't. There's no reason why you got to bareback anybody. That's not in it. You're not in a committed relationship with. All right. Oh, last one. All of this stuff can lead to death, man. Let me ask you something, black man. Let me ask you something. Is any woman you know that's random worth you dying for? Worth you dying for? I'm not dying for nobody. Okay, we're going to do 4 things for us. Actually, I'm going to actually do 5 things for us. Number 1, rate this video. Give us a rating. Let us know if you like what we're trying to do. Tell us what you think and what we can do to improve, to make the people get better. Because that's the ultimate goal, is to get these men and women to stop going to prison and start building better black families and better black people, so we can all be better people on this planet. Next, give us your comment. Tell us what you think and what we can do to improve, to help the people get better. Like I said, that's the ultimate goal. If you think what we say makes sense, talk about it and leave us a comment. We appreciate that, and that'll get the ball rolling, and then we'll start talking about some of these tough issues, and maybe we can do something about them. Next thing is to like this video. If you like what was said or something we're doing, we would like to know that you support us. We're not asking for donations, just the push of a button. That's all we ask for. A few clicks of the button, a few clicks of the mouse string, a few clicks of the mouse, and then it'll show us that you support what we're doing. Share this video. Next thing is to share this video. Share this video in your social network. If you like what was said or something we're doing, please share this video on your social media network and talk about it with your friends. If you think people need to hear this message, then please share it as much as possible. Thanks for your support. Yeah, just share as much as possible this video with, you might have a nephew or cousin that needs to hear this kind of thing, or you might have people in your own network that need to hear this, just on your social network. Just please share it as much as possible. And the last thing is, remember, we have the Urban Male Life Skills Boot Camps. That's our flagship program. We have other things. We have the home study course. We have the worksheets and workbooks. But this is the flagship program to help our people try to get better, so that we can stop having these young men and women go to prisons, particularly the men, because once we get the men, then I believe that the women will follow. So once we get them to stop going to prisons, then the women will follow, and then it will bring our community closer together, and we can stop being in a pitiful condition we're in, and start standing up and doing some things to help our people get employed and have better lifestyles. So anyway, those are the things that we need you to do. We will ask you to do. Please help us in this cause. Thanks a lot.